What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to episode 6 of Playground to World Renowned, where today 2 games in the Vanarama National South, and we've been up against some troublesome times lately, so hopefully we can get ourselves back on form. You can see there's a long list. My job security is actually a D right now, so they're not really too happy with me. A lot of negatives, which we'll jump into in a moment. Luckily, finances are not looking too bad. They're starting to dip off now that we're not in any other cup competitions. Spoiler, if you didn't watch last episode, I suggest you go back and watch it, because yes, we did unfortunately go out of the FA trophy. However, yeah, things have not been ideal, but hopefully today we can resurrect that and change things. Just want to say thank you to everyone that is tuning in. Last week, managed to actually do 5 videos in a row. This week is the same every day, 3 PM. So thank you to everyone that is liking, subscribing, and enjoying the content. As it says down below my webcam, don't forget to like and subscribe if you are enjoying the content, as it helps out my channel a lot, especially small YouTube channels. Helps boost us up in the algorithm, get a bit more visibility, and it helps overall around the trip. But without further ado, let's hop into today's episode, and I can show you what's been happening since we last met. As you can see here, like I said, there's a lot of negatives. I mean, there's a few pleas. They were pleased that we beat Oxford 4-0. They were pleased that we beat Dartford 1-0 and happy with level support in the squad. But very disappointed in our 3-0 heavy loss to Weymouth. Very disappointed in our 4-1 loss in the FA Trophy to Bath. And very disappointed in our 3-0 thumping against Welling United. And yeah, if you look at this, very up and down. I mean, we beat... When did we last meet? I think it was the Bath City episode, right? Bath City, Slough Town. We lost to Chelmsford 3-1 at home, not very good. Beat Oxford 4-0. Lost to Weymouth 3-0. Lost to Billericay 4-1, where this Jake Robinson guy, similarly to the first game, just scored screamers from outside the box. And then we managed to actually beat Hemel Hempstead 3-2, but we was 3-0 up, and they scored 2 goals in 1 minute to make it 3-2. So yeah, formation-wise, I've been actually going with this, the 4-2-2. However, I'm just not, I don't know, there's something about it just not clicking with me. Yeah, it's just not going to plan, essentially. Just not going to plan at all. I don't know, it's tricky. It is very tricky, if I'm honest. I may change Ioma to an inverted winger, because I do like the inverted winger on this edition of the game. But yeah, today's it's been a bit tricky. But yeah, we take on Dorking today, where hopefully things can get a little bit better. I think we're still missing Danny Mills. He's injured for a very long time, and to be honest, since he's gone, yeah, it's all gone downhill. He's got our highest average rating, I believe. Oh no, he doesn't. Victor Fundy does, who has a few sub appearances. But for the main team, yeah, Danny Mills is definitely our star man. Ainsworth, he's transfer listed by request, but no one wants to pay him his wages, and he's just, yeah, a lot of money for this level. So he's still here, annoyingly, which isn't ideal. They're not both going to be inverted wingers. He can stay as a winger, and Ioma can be an inverted winger. We're going to run with this. Like I said, we've sort of ditched the Brazilian box for now. I just feel like it wasn't really working. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out formation-wise, but we're kind of running out of time. But here is the team against Dorking. They have Jurin in goal, Richards, Al Abd, Harris, Gallagher, Buchanan, Moore, Briggs, Jeffries, Lewis make up their 5-man midfield, with Pryor up top by himself. And for us, it's Edwards in goal, Smith, Edibor, Taylor, McCoy, Ioma, Chapman, Boot, Ainsworth, Nichols, and White, rounding out our lineup. And yeah, I'm kind of just hoping today we can just get 3 points, because we need it. We've dropped out of the playoffs, which I didn't even touch on a second ago. We're now no longer in the playoffs. It's very close though, between, like, even from Weymouth up to Bath, it's only 3 points. So it's not the end of the world by any means. But we definitely need to make sure that we're picking up points. We do jump up to 8th, because I believe Concord Rangers have gone behind against Maidstone, which helps us out a little bit. But Dorking have actually scored here. Tom Richards, his first goal of the season. Sounds about right. Let's have a look at this. Takes a free kick. Edwards, mate, what are you doing in goal? Demand more, demand more. Boys, you're trying to deliberately get me fired or something. Right? Where's it all gone wrong? We are just conceded 2. We've scored. I need to stop looking at the league table. I'm missing all the action. Alex Nichols has scored 12 goals. He's been pretty good, actually, since Danny Mills has been injured. He's actually stepped up a little bit. Smith hoofs it in. Falls all the way to Nichols, who just volleys it past the keeper. 1-1. We need to see more of that, boys. More of that, please. A win here takes us up to 48 points. We would actually jump up to 4th place. and then be back right in a good spot in the playoffs. But it's just very close, which is why it's annoying. Edibor heads it back to Smith, which is interesting, although it's not, because Nathan Smith has an absolute thunder strike from outside of the box, and it goes in. Let's watch this again. Smith. Usually Edibor flicks this on over the keeper, but no, Smith just leathers it in. Looks like it maybe clips the inside of the post, but either way, 2-1 up. And like I said, we're actually into 5th, because I think Dartford have taken the lead, but we're back into the playoff spot, which is a big relief. I feel like I can breathe a little bit easier, because that should help our club vision rating go from a D back to a C. Even if it's a C- or just a regular C, I'm happy with that. It means we're at least going to keep our job and don't run the risk of getting sacked, because we had a poor performance. The FA Cup, not too bad, but the FA Trophy, absolutely peppered by Bath City, was embarrassing. It was absolutely embarrassing. So hopefully we can hold on here. Another throw in. Smith hoofs it in. Ioma there this time, heads it on, and the keeper is equal to it. But they break away very quickly. They have the numbers here. Jeffries, is he in behind? Whew. Get there. Taylor hoofs it out. And maybe, let's have a look here. Out of possession. Do I drag that down to standard? I don't know. I feel like that might be too deep, and that might disconnect the defensive line to the midfielders by doing that. That's the risk I'm running here. We have a corner kick. Can we get a good delivery? Ainsworth is a very good player. He does whip it in nicely. Nichols is there. Chapman picks up the loose ball. It's picked up actually by Jarvis Edibor. And 3-1. Come on, boys. Our centre-back has scored 9 goals this year, by the way. Maybe set pieces are a little bit broken. Chapman, oh, it was Edibor. Didn't see his name pop up in the 2D screen. He slots it home in a nice, tidy manner. 3-1. I think we may get the 3 points here. We stay in 4th because Dartford have actually dropped their lead against Welling, who hop into 6th. So, yeah, luckily we're into 4th now with quite a long way to go, actually, in the league. There's obviously 46 games. We're only 28 in. Chapman, though, picks up a loose ball. 4-1. Come on. I mean, have we looked convincing? I'm not sure. We've been clinical in the chances that we've seen. Yes. Have we been convincing? I'm not sure. Lovely finish, though, by Chapman. That is off the inside of the post. And, yeah, 4-1 here against Dorking. Are they very good? They're mid-table. So, don't know how much we can take from that. But a 4-1 win, I'm kind of relieved because, like I said, it's been very shaky, our form, which I can show you in a moment. Very, very shaky. Which I think has actually gone sort of like loss, win, loss, win, loss, win. It was very solid at the beginning, and then yeah, from here like loss, draw, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, loss, win, win. Just no consistency there. But like I said, we are into 5th. Oh wait, Welling I think won their game against, I think it was Dartford. So Dartford dropped down, but look at that. We could go next game from 5th down to 10th. It's just literally a roller coaster. C+. We went from a D to a C+. So we're bordering on a B- here. Which is pretty ridiculous, but I'm going to take it. For the next game, I'm not too sure how I'm going to approach it. We're playing Concord Rangers away, and away is when we usually struggle. Now, what was it? Last time we played Concord Rangers at home, it was a 2-2, and they did grab 2 late goals, 89th and 93rd minute, so I feel confident we can outperform them. I believe I played the Brazilian box in this game. Let me check that. No, we didn't. We played this 4-2-2. Or 4-2-4, however you want to see it. Maybe I do play with this again then. I'm tempted to go for the Brazilian box and play cautiously, which probably sounds stupid because you just won 4-1. Why would you switch it up? But I think defensively, the Brazilian box is a little bit better. I'm going to have a think on the way to that game. So I'm going to jump ahead and I'll catch you guys when we're at the Concord Rangers game. Right, we have made it to the Concord Rangers game. I've decided I'm going to stick with a 4-2-4 or 4-2-2, however you want to see it. It did very well last game, and I think, you know what, we've got to give it another stab, right? It did pretty well against Hemel Hempstead. Yes, we collapsed at the end, but overall we managed to see out the 3 points, which we need right now. It's unfortunate that if we don't get a good result, we could drop back out the playoffs and we're in this sort of yo-yo situation. But if we do win, that's some important points over a sort of playoff rival. So I'm going to stick with it. Let's see who I can maybe switch around. Everyone looks pretty fit, actually. So I think I'm just going to leave it like this. You know what? No real alarming. We do need a new goalkeeper. How good's this goalkeeper? Is he any better? He's even worse. I think we need a new goalkeeper, so that's something I'm going to be on the lookout for. I might offer out some trials on a better goalkeeper because he's conceded a lot of free kicks and a lot of opportunities that I'd like to not see go in. And if we can tie that up and not concede so many goals, going forward, we're great. It's the leakiness at the back, which is the issue. They've gone for a standard 4-4-2. So it's Steadman in goal for them. Arthur Greenwood, Roast, Olufemi, Green, Blanchfield, Krasnicki, Nubel, Kundal, and Sheriff. I recognise this name. I think I've managed him before. Some with a similar name anyway. We have Edwards in goal, Smith, Edinburgh, Taylor, McCoy, Boot, Chapman, Ioma, Ainsworth, White, and Nichols. And Smith's actually got the most assists now with 11. So he's overtaken McCoy, who's on 10. So our fullback's putting in absolute work this year. Nichols is on 12 goals, as is White. But White's played a lot more games. So that's a bit of a shame. We're sticking with Ainsworth and Ioma on the wings. Although Ioma didn't get too involved, I think him playing as an inverted winger helps bridge maybe the gap between the strikers and the wingers. And adds like maybe a little bit of a different dynamic opposed to, you know, simply just going out wide, whipping the ball in and whatnot. But they come on the attack first with Nubel. The pitch has some, wow, big mud spots, must be said. McCoy picks up the loose ball, hoofs it forward to White, which I'm not too happy with. But Ioma is on the break. Here he is. What can he do? Goes to take on the man, gets tackled. It's apparently a penalty. That looks pretty soft to me in 2D. We don't even get a 3D replay or anything. Who's taking this? Our fullback, McCoy. Our right back. Down the middle. It's a goal. It did look pretty soft. I'm not going to lie, that penalty choice. But we've got one. I'm not going to argue. And Marvin McCoy gets his first of the season. Straight down the middle, which is questionable when in fact there's that big mud patch which you feel like would slow the ball down, but you know, maybe the physics aren't that intense in this game. It puts us up to third, and like I said, it helps bridge a little bit of a gap between those teams below us. So if we do slip up, it's not like we're just yo-yoing up and down or spiraling down. But again, we do still have to hold on. McCoy with a throw in deep in our half here. What can we do? It's an awful throw in, it must be said. Taylor heads down to Chapman, and can we break away here? Over the top to Nichols, who is through. Can he score? He does. 13th of the season for him. Fantastic goal, to be fair. Yeah, fantastic. I'm also considering maybe dropping down to one striker and making it a 3-man midfield to try and maybe avoid us getting overran in the midfield. I feel like the strikers don't necessarily sort of play off each other that much to the point where maybe 2's necessary. It seems to be either sort of one scoring or the other. The only case that may change is obviously when we play Mills. Him and White have a good sort of relationship because Mills seems to do a lot of the dirty work. But Nichols is a little bit of a different dynamic with White. Nichols tends to be the one scoring. As Edinburgh, fantastic play by him, shielding that man, playing the safe ball back to the keeper. And we can break away here. Taylor. I'm not liking this Route 1 system we're going. I'm not going to lie. Let's have a look here. I have got slightly more direct. Do I want that or do I want slightly shorter? I might go down to slightly shorter for the remainder of this game because we just gave the ball away for free there and they might score off the back of this. They don't, luckily, but I'm not a massive fan of him just hoofing it like that. I'd rather just keep on to the ball if we're going to do that. So yeah, we'll tone that down to slightly shorter, see what we can do. I wanted to go direct to try and keep up the pace and sort of, yeah, just bang the goals in, get up the field really quick. But if we're doing that and it's not working, then yeah, definitely need to tweak it. 2-0 at half time, which is fantastic. Well, you know, what I wanted, we just have to make sure we don't crumble similarly to last time. But as things stand, yeah, we're up to third. I think the top 2 spots are definitely gone. I think there's no way we catch Maidstone or Billericay, as Welling actually overtake us into third themselves. Yeah, but Maidstone, are actually now way far ahead. There's something like 17 points, I think. So we'll just have to settle for playoffs, I think. If we can win the playoffs or have a good stab at them, I'll be happy. Can we win that ball? We do. Taylor hoofs it. White's there. That number 3 played him onside. Cuts inside. Can't beat the goalkeeper, unfortunately. And it stays 2-0. But nice sort of striker instincts, you know, just to snap onto that loose ball, break away, and yeah, try and score. Steadman, what can we do here? Nice. It's White. Header ball. What can we do? Come on. Smith. Ioma. Inverted winger. Cuts inside. Does a brilliant job. Back into Boot. Can he find a through ball? He has a pop. Not too far wide. But yeah, good effort, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. Can't be too disheartened by that. Apologies. I need to clear my throat. Apologies for that. Not something you want to see on camera, but otherwise I'll be talking with a croaky throat, sounding like I smoke 50 a day as Edinburgh gets his 10th of the season. He nearly has as many goals as our strikers. Like, set pieces are so strong. I haven't even tweaked the corner ones, to be fair. He's just an absolute machine when it comes to corners. Throw-ins, yes, that's down to my set pieces, and we do target them at him. He's a very good player for this level as well. 5-star ability. He's 6'3", so yeah, you can see why he scores so many set pieces. But 3-0 away from home. This is looking much better, boys. This is the Dulwich Hamlet I want to see, mate. This is it. You know, with form like this... Oh, that's offside, surely? Offside, yeah. Greg Cundall, way offside. With this form, you know, there is a chance we could chase down the top two. I don't think we'll overtake them, but we can definitely put up a fight and put maybe the pressure on them. You know, Billericay aren't too far away. Yes, Maidstone are way ahead of that, but you know, we can definitely chase them down, put the pressure on, and see if we can catch them napping towards the back end of this season. But a fantastic result, much better episode today. We managed to secure 2 wins, 1 at home, 1 away as well. Lots of goals scored, not many conceded, and a 3-0 away win against someone who's in the playoff positions is fantastic. That's much better result. Which leaves us looking in a pretty good spot. We currently sit 3rd ahead of Chelmsford, Welling, Wealdstone, Bath City, Concord Rangers, Weymouth and Dartford. They are the teams in the playoff mix, but we're now 6 points ahead of Dartford. So again, we're not entirely safe. We're not, you know, Billericay are in a much better position, but we can chase them down. If we can secure 2nd, that's even better for me. But we'll have to take it one step at a time, I guess, and see how it goes. But this little graph here, which you can see from 10th to 3rd, is very nice. Nice to see us jump back up, and I think Club Vision will be C+, which is always good to see. Have a bit of relief knowing my job is secure and safe. As for next episode, that is it for today. They are the 2 games. As for next episode, I may play Maidstone. They're top of the table, so it'll be interesting to see how we do against them. So I think Maidstone and Chippenham is when I'll come back. And then that leaves us enough room to maybe have some games down here when it gets to crunch time and see what happens down there. So I think next episode will be Maidstone and Chippenham, like I said, see where we really stack up and if we have improved or if this is just a bit of a fluky period. If you did enjoy today's episode, please do drop a like, hit a subscription down below. It helps out a ton, helps out small channels like myself. As always, go and follow my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ZE Murray. A little pop-up on my left-hand side over there on the other side of the screen. And I should be streaming a lot more often, especially as I've just ordered myself a new PC. It's all kitted out, it's got fantastic parts, and yeah, that should arrive in, to be honest, 3 to 4 weeks. So yeah, I'm definitely streaming more, but when that comes in, I'll be able to stream a variety of more games, better quality, and just all-round better performance. So yeah, if you did enjoy today's episode, drop a like down below. As always in these crazy times, make sure you're staying safe, stay home as much as you possibly can, and as always, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. See you later.